with this aid going to Ukraine? Something about missiles, right?
Yeah, Anna, good morning. You mentioned that $325 million security package that has already been reported on and that the president announced yesterday that includes air defense equipment, artillery rounds, and anti-tank weapons. But we're also just learning, according to NBC News, citing 3 U.S. officials and a congressional official familiar with the discussions, that yesterday President Biden informed President Zelensky that the U.S. does plan to provide a small number of ATACMS, those long-range guided missiles that Ukraine had been asking for. Still, the officials caution that it's not clear exactly how many ATACMS the U.S. plans to provide or exactly when they will be delivered or even when it will be announced. But the officials did say that the president made it clear to Zelensky that will happen some point in the future. Now, my colleague Courtney Cuby has been speaking with officials at the Pentagon, and they say that there had been some concern about the stockpile of ATACMS here in the U.S., and also they had also talked about whether use of ATACMS in places like Crimea might end up provoking Putin. But at this point, they have found a small number, again, we stress a small number of ATACMS that the U.S. does plan to provide Ukraine. I want to play some of what President Biden said yesterday during the event yesterday following his meeting with President Zelensky.
I approve the next tranche of U.S. security assistance to Ukraine, including more artillery, more ammunition, more anti-tank weapons, and next week, the first U.S. Abrams tanks will be delivered to Ukraine.